Hello students, welcome back. Today we'll start a new chapter, that is chapter number 4, using mail merge. So mail merge is one of the very important features of Microsoft Word that helps us to send a letter with a similar information to number of peoples, saving our time as well as cost. Now you can see that in business as well as in the personal matter, it is often required to send the letters with similar information to different peoples. Okay, so the letter requires the name as well as the address of each recipient to be printed on the top. Now what happens is changing the address each time would be a very long process and a wastage of time and efforts. So using the mail merge features of Microsoft Word, it helps us to combine the data source. So we are going to learn later on what is data source. Okay, so it helps us to combine the data source which contain the address of all the recipient that you want to send the letter with the main document. Main document means the main letters. So what happens is it will save the time and energy to send letter to multiple addresses. So what is a mail merge then? As I have already said, so mail merge is a feature, okay, that requires to send a letter with similar information to number of peoples who reside at different location. Suppose you can say that, say you have a birthday party at your home. Now you want to invite your friends at your birthday party. So in this case, what happened? Suppose say you want to invite the 30 friends. Okay, so it is very difficult to write a letter 30 times just changing the address of your friend. So what the mail merge will do is, see, the letter will be just one. It will just replace the address of your friend. But for that, we need to create a database and merge with your letter. So what happens is it will save our time, okay, and energy to send a letter at multiple addresses. Now you can see that mail merge involve with three basic steps. Okay, number one is creating a main document. So the main document means a letter that is common to all. Okay, or it can be a text. Okay, it can be a letter as well. Now specifying the data source. Data source means the list of names and addresses of maybe of your friends. Now it can be in the Excel or Outlook context. So means you can create a database. Sorry, you can specify the data source anywhere else. And finally, merging the data source with the main document means whatever the say the names and addresses of your friends you have created, we will merge it. We will combine it with the main letter. Now, so let us go through the step one by one. So in this case, let me open a Microsoft Word document here. Okay, so you can see that in Microsoft Word I have already created a letter here. That is consider a letter about say a birthday party that I have at home, and I want to invite say my 30 friends. So this is my letter, and if you go through the letter here, you can see that I have not input any of the say the address of my friend, and I just have started with the dear without the name of my friend, and here is my letter. Now what I want to do is I want to send this letter to the multiple addresses, say 30 friends. So how can we do this? We can do this using a mail merge features. So let us begin. Now for that, we have to go to the mailing tab at the top. You can see here's a mailing tab. So click on the mailing tab and go and click on the start mail merge. So there is an option start mail merge under the start mail merge group. So click on the drop down arrow. So it can be a letter, it can be an email message, it can be an envelope, anything else. So but I want to start with step-by-step mail merge wizard. So I will click on this option. Now if you go at the right hand side, you can see a floating dialog box, or a what we can call it as a mail merge pane. So what you want to do? So you have to select the document type, whether it is a letter, whether it is a email, envelope, label, or directory. So let me begin with the letter here. Okay, as I have already created a letter for the birthday party invitation. So I will click on the next. Now see, if you look here, there are 6 steps that you need to perform to complete the mail merge. So I will click on the next, that is starting document. So just click on starting document here. Now so we are in the second step, step 2 of step 6. Now here it has been said, how do you want to set off your letter? Means you want to use the current document. Current documents means the document that I am using right now, or you can start from the templates or from the existing document. Existing document means if you have already created the letter. So I will start the current document, means this particular document. Okay, so then I will directly click on next, that is select recipient. So now you can see that we are in the step 3 of step 6. Now what I want to do is I need to create a database. Database means address of my friends. Okay, so if you see at the top select recipients, it has been written use an existing list, but I have not created my list. That is, I have not created the name and address of my friends. So I will not use this particular option. Now I want to type a new list, means I want to create a new database. So I'll click on this radio button at the top right corner, type a new list. So let me click on this radio button. Now once I click on this radio button, you can see there is an option called create option, means I have to create a recipient list. So click on create option. So we call this as a new address list. Now in the new address list, if I click here, you can see so many fields are there: first name, last name, company, address, suppose say address line 1, address line 2, cities. In this way many fields are there, so it is up to you how many fields you want to use. Okay, so let me start with the suppose say first name. Now what I am doing is I am creating an address list of my friend. Suppose say the first name is let me write down Oman. Let me go to the last name and write down Rai. Now I'll go to the address line 1, say let me write down Salvari. Okay, Chukna. And in address line number 2, Silugari. Now if you want to add a new list, what you have to do is you have to go to the new entry here. If you want to delete the list, you have to click on this option, delete entry, and if you want to enter the new list, click on new entry. So you can see that the next row has appeared. Now in the next row, write down a new name. Suppose say Shubham. Okay, Ghosh, and let the address one be suppose say Pradhan Nagar, say Siliguri. Now again go to the new entry. Now write down the name of your new friend, suppose say Preeti. Sorry. So let the next last name be Singh, and let me write down the address, suppose say Shiv Mandir, and my address line 2 will be suppose say Siliguri. And let me add one more. Okay, I will not create much because I don't have much time. It will take a long time, so I'll just put 4 entries. Okay, list of 4 friends. Suppose the last maybe say the Pervin Khatun. Okay, let it be suppose say Hakim Para Silvari. So I have used 4 lists. One is Aman Rai, Salvari, Silgari, another is Shivam Ghosh, Pradhan Nagar, then Preeti Singh, Shiv Mandir, and Praveen Khatin, Hakimpara. So in this way you can add as much as list you want. So finally, after completing the list, you have to click on OK option. Click on OK. So what will you see here is you have to give the name to this database, okay, to this list. Suppose say, let me write down. So this will be my database name and let me click on save. Now you can see the mail merge recipients dialog boxes appear. Now you can check it 1 second here. So if you don't want to invite certain of your friends, so you just deselect this checkbox. So what will happen? This letter will not go to certain friends. So if you want to invite all of your friends, you can directly click on this checkbox. So in this way, what you can do is you can edit the mail merge recipient. Now once it is completed, you have to click on OK button. So click on OK button. Okay, now go to the next step, that is step 4 of step 6, that is write your letter. So click here, write your letter. Now you can see that I have already written my letter, so no need to write the letter 1 second. Now what I am going to do here is I am going to insert those merge field that I have created. Okay, so suppose say let me start with dear, and I will go at the top, see here in write and insert field. Click on the drop down arrow of insert merge field. Okay, so you can give the first name, give a space, and again go here, you can give the last name. Okay, so what happened, instead of first name and last name, the first and last name of your friend will appear. Now above this, what I want to do is I want to insert the address of my friend. So I will click on again insert field. So first name space, let me go to the insert field once again, last name. Okay, let me press enter key so that I want to write down the address below. So I have used address line 1 field, and I have also used along with this address line 2 field. So these are the 4 fields I have used: first name, last name, address line 1 and address line 2. Now what I want to do is, now finally I want to preview the letter how it looks like. So you can go to finish and merge, means now I am going to merge these fields, okay, along with the main letter. So click on finish and merge option. Now what you can do is okay, before that you can do one thing. If you go at below, you can see the next, that is preview your letter. Okay, this will be step 5 of step 6. So click on preview your letter at below. Now you can see here it's given Parvin Khatun, Hakimbara, Shilgari. Okay, so in this way, how many recipients I have created? I have created 4 recipients. So you can check it once by one: Preeti Singh, Shubham Ghosh and Aman Rai. So the merging of the field has happened with the letter. Now finally I will click on finish and merge. Now what you want to do, if you want to print the document, you can print it. If you want to send an email to your friends, you can also send the email message. Now if you want to edit the document, you can click on the edit document. From here you can make some changes. Suppose if you want to send it to your some friends, if you don't want to send accordingly, you can make it. And finally click on OK. Okay, see here, this is my letter. This is my first letter, Aman Rai. So this letter will go to Aman Rai. Now see, same letter again. Okay, only the address and the name of the friend has changed. So this is for the Shubham Ghosh. If I go down, see there is another letter for Preeti Singh, and finally there is one more letter for Robin Khatun, because I have created the database, that is the recipient list of only 4 of my friends. So in this case, what happens is you don't need to write the letter again and again. You just have to write the letter once. What you have to do is you have to create a say a database of your friends, and you can send it. So it's very easy, it's very simple. So children, I hope you have understood it, how to create the say merge field or a mail merge features in Microsoft Word. So this is all in today's video. Thank you, children.